So, I was listening to my last upload that I put up. I didn't even realize, I knew that I was vulnerable in it, but I didn't know I was that vulnerable. Sometimes when I go back and hear myself, like, I'm surprised by my own vulnerability. But some of the issues that I have is that when I'm talking, I would have so many different perspectives going on in my head. I feel like that's why I be pausing sometimes. And even when I'm not pausing, I'm still looking at other perspectives. And when I go back and listen to myself, I didn't tell people those other perspectives. And that's why I be feeling like I don't be communicating well, because I was like, I wish I would have explained things to get the message more clear. So I feel like maybe I should try to organize better. Like, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe instead of putting the raw audio out, or maybe I could put the raw audio out and then put out a edited version where I'm actually going more into detail and explaining what I'm saying or what I'm trying to communicate. Yeah, I need to do something like that, because I could see, I haven't even looked at the comments and how people reaction to it, but I could see, I could feel. So one of the perspectives is young Pharaoh. You know what? Honestly, I think I need to change the way I communicate. I think I should curse less, and I want to articulate better what I mean when I'm saying stuff. I'm just like a passionate person, but I want things to translate well, because I want people to really know what I'm talking about. Like, I want people to know on a deeper level. If I could get deeper with people, I'm gonna try to. So with the young Pharaoh thing, young Pharaoh is bitter, and he's mad because that girl left him, and I don't believe that he thought that she was going to leave. And he mad because he no longer have control, and he loved to have control. And according to his philosophy, he feel like he's entitled to it. And that's a toxic mindset to have. Sometimes men will hold on it so hard because they want what they want. They want dominance and control, and the only way they know how to give it or get it. Like, I feel like when you are in a relationship, on both sides, there's a form of submission and there's a form of dominance. It's a give and take thing. And both of it feels good to the spirit in general. So when you're in a relationship with somebody and it's authentic and it's truthful and it's honest, then there won't be any form of power struggles. There could be peace. there could be balance. But the problem is that a lot of men in general, not just black men, even though I feel like the culture that black men are raised in creates certain type of man. Okay, let me just try to make it clear. Post-traumatic slave syndrome is a real thing, okay? And if you educate yourself on it, you will also be able to see the effects of programming. Like, the spirit is simple. It really is. Like, it's simple. It's not confused. It knows. It feels. It believes. But all these constructs and everything make it so hard, make it so confusing. The reason people are so confused is because they going against their spirit. And then that generates into fear. It don't matter how they spin it. If you doing something that you really don't want to do and you still doing it, you doing it out of fear. Ain't no other way to spin it. It don't matter what excuse you try to make for it. If you're not doing what you feel is right in your spirit to be doing, then you living in fear. But see, also, you have to understand, like, okay, when you in a situation with somebody, you don't always have to win. You don't always have to be right. Now, when both people realize that and you just go to the core of it, then it's just basically what those two people want. Like, what do they truly want? When somebody is in like resistance, that means that they want something so bad. Like, it's a temptation for them. They resisting it. They want something so bad. They soul, they spirit want that, but they resisting it. So you have to find a way to free yourself of that, which is through love. Think about when you truly love somebody and you truly want peace with them. See, I don't think that young Pharaoh know how to show vulnerability. He don't understand that if he go back and review the relationship, that he could find instances where he could have been more understanding and more compassionate. He could have just, honestly, the way that he talks about things, I just know that he is somebody that sees he have a very narrow perspective. He believed this is your role and this is my role. He believed that he had that black and white mentality, very critical and closed-minded. But he don't see himself like that. He see himself as the most open-minded person out there. but he's not. I could tell how Golden Beauty, when I first seen a video of her, she was afraid to truly speak her truth. She was afraid to truly be authentic and vulnerable. And I understand that energy. See, a lot of times it's not really what they saying, is what they not saying and what they don't acknowledge that tells you everything. It's the missing pieces, not the pieces that are being placed in front of you. That's the truth. That's what's really happening. So listening to young Pharaoh, he always justifying. Like, this is like intellectual people. Like, you gotta be careful what they ask, for real. And I'm an intellectual person. You gotta be fucking careful, okay? Because they are like natural lawyers. They could find a loophole to anything, you know. You tell them how you feel or something like that, they will find a reason to explain it in a way that they don't give a fuck and it's valid. And you know what? It probably is valid, but what that person is asking for is emotional support, right? But they focus on some stuff that is like some true points, but you still neglecting another aspect that brings balance to the relationship. So sometimes when he's speaking, I understand his perspective, I understand his point of view, I understand what he's looking at, but I also see that he lacks that emotional intelligence, and he lacks empathy. He can't put himself in her shoes because he feel like as a man he don't have to, because it's very shallow the way that he look at women. I don't give a fuck. Look, listen, don't get caught up in a man calling you a queen, okay? Like, don't get caught up in like those beautiful words, cuz to him that definition of queen is something that you might not be willing to uphold. And look how quickly they will take that title away from you. Okay? So, and I could tell, like, just in the fact that he was like, see what happened when you go up to a woman and tell her that you should wear your natural hair because you look pretty with your natural hair. Like, but he's sitting here with a tattoo all up on his face and everything. Like, he has the ability to decorate his temple however he wants, however he see fit. But he can't find it in himself to allow somebody else to do that. The fact that you even judging her on her braids and her hair or the extensions and everything tells me that his whole philosophy is shallow. Cause he so worry about that outer shell that he ain't really worry about what's inside of her. And according to his philosophy, just because she might put extensions in her hair or whatever, then that implies something to him. So he would think that he knows what's inside of her. But that's ignorant. That tells me that he's closed off and he's not open to people just being free. So, he probably gonna always come into this problem. And the fact how he handling it, the fact that he's around here throwing all black women under the bus, being so damn disrespectful. Like, if he apologized about it, like, soon, I'll forgive him. I will. Because, everybody had their bad days. But I need to understand that he understands why he apologizing. Because I'm not in a mood for no like fake ass apology or whatever. Like, I'm saying that when I say apologizing, it don't even have to be saying I'm sorry. Just him reflecting on his spirit. Him understanding that where he at as a spirit to cast stones at a whole group of people. He have to understand that he's in a sunken place, okay? Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Like, really think about it now. Anytime that you're doing some stuff like that, you in a sunken place. And I'm talking about that's for myself too. But if you go back and you get in tune with your spirit and really want to heal, you will start to understand how you contribute to the things that are hurting you. And right there will give you peace. Like, that will like open you up so much that you don't really have to worry about nothing. And that's what I hope for him. That's what I hope for everybody. For real. I'm hoping that they wake up so that they could feel better. Because there's times that I could face, but I have to deal with people, and that's turbulent because other people don't know how to get to a space, a peace. And I just wish everybody could get into that space, man, because, man, jeez, it would just make things so much better. Like, everything could be good. And that don't mean it don't have to be fun. I ain't talking about structure and all of that. I'm talking like, damn, like vibing, you know? Everybody, in a good space. Everybody is able to just be themselves and, live in harmony. Like, I told somebody that before and they was basically like, you're delusional. And I understand their point of view. I truly do. Because that's why I be saying I'm hopeless. Because I'm like, man, like, but I know what it is. Like, I'm not even blaming people. It's like how your mind is set up and trained. I'm like, damn, how we gonna defeat this system, man? It's deep. Like, people are really lost, even the ones that say that they not. I was listening to one dude, I'm not gonna say his name because I'm gonna be a bit critical. And he was up here talking about how the crate challenge was a ritual, but he was at the beach and there was like a whole lot of wind, so I couldn't really hear everything. But I was like, what ritual? Like, he was just saying some shit without saying nothing, and that shit be frustrating me. That's why I like, man, I gotta do better and explain it, cause I want shit to make sense. But he kept saying over and over, y'all stupid cause y'all doing this pyramid challenge, not knowing that it's a ritual. He just kept saying that over and over. And I'm like, well, explain the ritual. What will happen to you if you participate in this challenge? And then he said, go Google it. Go Google Mayans, whatever, sacrificing on a pyramid and stuff. So I did. But that shit ain't deep for me. Like, I'm reading like the what they say on the internet and stuff like that. You know, everything I read on the internet, I'm reading it just like everything else in life. I'm looking for those missing pieces and I'm tapping into that energy. Cause a lot of the shit that they saying is bullshit. It even feels like bullshit, but there's bits of the truth in it, you know? So, the pyramid challenge, how I feel about it. Now, y'all, I don't be keeping up. I be so behind sometimes. A friend actually sent me this pyramid challenge, and he thought it was so funny. And I just looked at it and was like, started thinking about something else. I started thinking about like, damn, it been a long time since I even seen crates. Like, when I was younger, I just remember my grandma always having crates around the house, and then all of a sudden you just really don't see them no more. 'Cause crates used to be like a real staple in the hood. I don't know. Am I tripping? So I was like, damn, it been a minute since I like even seen a crate. I think people used to like get it from the grocery store and shit. That's what I started thinking about. The shit was like, it wasn't even that deep for me. I seen it. People must be bored. And at some point, I was like, it's just kind of stupid because, especially for the people that's not athletic, like you will see people who is way too out of shape to even be attempting something like this. So I was like, damn, they really just go up these crates to fall and bust their ass to get likes and views. Now, see that part is kind of funny, you know, but people are really looking at it and eating it up. They getting likes and views, ain't they? So we looking at them crazy, but yet we watching it and laughing. So we all fucked up. That's why everything is a reflection of you, and that and that aspect. Like, people be taking that way out of context. You know, they would make it super heavy. No, it's really that simple. Whatever, however you interacting with this energy, that's how it's reflecting back at you. But don't let anybody confuse you on that. Don't let anybody use that as a way to tell you, like, well, if I'm being rude or mean and mistreating you, it's your fault. So you need to change in order for me to change. No, don't ever let anybody do that to you. Never, ever, ever, ever. Okay? So if you have to, the best bet is to get away from that energy. And then maybe when you change, maybe you come back to it and see if they gonna say what they do. They gonna change like they said if you change or whatever, which they won't, because it's still the individual journey. But by you making the decision to be around that energy reflects a lot about you. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say that. So I feel like people kind of making it a little too deep. I do feel like it's a ritual. But at this point, I see everything as a ritual. I can't really see, it's like everything. So now let's try to tap a little deeper into it. Let me see. Let me see. I guess looking into the fact that people are doing it to gain recognition, even though it could be painful and you know that you most likely to fail it. Hmm. I mean, people do that every day in all types of ways. So I don't really see it as it being that serious though. Like the dude was all like, y'all so stupid, y'all fall for anything and stuff like that. But that's his perception. Like, whatever. I could understand that it could be perceived as dumb because you know that you most likely gonna fail. But you doing it for views and stuff. Well, everybody is surviving. And that's how they made the system. They made it where that's what we have to do in order to even get ahead. We have to get these damn numbers. Like these numbers mean a lot. You get more numbers, you could get more financial freedom. It's just like um that Black Mirror episode where the people are trapped like on these little, like during the day they work by pedaling on these little bicycles, and then they be trapped in these rooms where every wall is a screen and they have to pay to stop the advertisement. And in order to get free from this place, they got to perform or something. That's a real thing. That's already happening. That's what is going on here. That's what it is here. That's what I'm saying. People don't see it. Like, I'm up here, like, I get upset all the time. Like, damn, I really have to put on a performance. I got to, like, entertain people and stuff like that in order to get these numbers to lead to some form of financial stability. And if I don't do that, then I got to do something else. But either way, I gotta interact with their system. And there are some people out there, they will say stuff like, well, I work to the point that I don't have to depend on their system, but everybody depending on this system. Because those same people, if the internet was to shut down tomorrow, they will stop making money. So they are still at the mercy of this system. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody is free. I don't care if I had a whole lot of money. Like, my whole thing is, like, I don't need to be, like, rich. I'm not striving for millions of dollars. I just um want to own a house and have some land, and that's pretty much it. Like, I'll be straight. For real, for real. Like, that would make me feel secure. I need to feel secure, so that's why I know that's what I need, so I just need to work to get that. But the way that everything is, because it's not like I could just work and save money. Nah, everything costs. It costs is the, so it's like, damn, you might not ever get that unless you willing to sacrifice your freedom doing some shit that's gonna put you in jail. You see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why nothing feels free here. That's why I be feeling like hopeless. Like, I wouldn't care about these numbers if they didn't have value. They made these numbers have value. And then they will take it away from you if you don't comply to the way that they want you to comply. This shit is crazy. Like, this is no way to live. I feel like it really is hell down here. It just don't make no type of sense. Like, I'm just looking around, and sometimes people, they try to make me feel better, like, you you gonna do good, you gonna, I'm like, nah, that's not what I'm saying. Even if I was to make more money tomorrow, I'm still know that I'm a slave to this system, you know? The only way we could all get freedom is that we work together. We have to come together. We have to come together as a collective and be strong and connected to our spirit. And to treat ourselves and treat other people like with love and respect. But nah, we so messed up, and they got us messed up because how they program us. So I'm just like, man, it's just like, you come here to suffer. You gonna suffer one way or another. Everybody. Whoever said that one way for sure, life fucks us all. Oh no, none of us die a virgin because life fucks us all. Whoever said that, they knew what they was talking about. Okay? They knew. That's the truth. How things is now. Like how it is right now, that's what it is. Hell motherfucking yeah. And I just be looking like, please, y'all, wake up. Please. Please. So we could get through this, okay? Wake up. Jeez. Please. Wake up. You know? Cause y'all be getting on my motherfucking nerves, but I know that while I'm existing here on this planet, that I need y'all to work with me so that we could get freed. Okay? And I'm not all with the like what I see people doing, like they are building like their own army. Like their own collective of people and stuff. Um which would be completely fine, all right, if they got along with other armies. But nah, armies are out here beefing, and nobody is trying to create peace or get on the same page or to have understanding. So all they do is lead to further division. And that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. Okay? So, and you know, it's something, because I feel like the ego is like almost like a projection of the mind or something. So they have all these triggers that they set up inside of you to make you act through your ego. And that is so easy to get lost in. So it's kind of like, that's why I be feeling hopeless. Cause I like, damn, people is not finna stop getting in their egos. People is not gonna get along. People is toxic as hell, keep hurting each other. People don't know how to receive love, give love. People don't know how to take accountability. People don't know how to, golly, what is going on? I just don't understand sometimes. And I be trying so hard. Jeez, Jesus. People don't know how to be vulnerable. People don't know how to be themselves. People don't even accept themselves. Jeez. And sometimes I just be looking like, we doomed. That's that's pretty much, I be like, damn, we doomed. But something be trying to make me feel hopeful. See that damn hope is deeply ingrained in us. I guess it's useful because it keep us going, you know? But, um, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm hopeful, but I haven't quite seen anything to be really hopeful about. Oh, okay, yeah. The kids. You know, I'm finna watch this shit right here. Girls incarcerated, so I could see how these spirits is. Even the so-called troublemakers, they might even be advanced. The fucking kids. I see hope in them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I be seeing the flaws, you know. They getting, see, they setting up traps for these kids already. Already, y'all. They setting up traps for these kids. Look, it's no longer cool to make fun of somebody' ethnicity and all of that. Everybody wants to be like, you be whoever you is, and yeah, okay, but people are fake, you know. People don't understand that it's okay to dislike some things. People are fighting for wars that, listen, the war will be over if y'all say and do what y'all said that y'all gonna say and do, which is just accept people for who they is. But see, they created clout. So people not really feeling like accepting of others. They just pretending. But see those are the preteens, early 20s motherfuckers. But the people younger than that, see, they are growing up watching these people do that and fail. So I feel like the people coming in after is going to actually try to become that instead of pretending. Okay? And I can see it because there's some form of emotional attachment. Okay. So it might be hope after all, y'all. Alright? It might be hope. But see, a lot of us millennials and generations before us are so fucked up that we are tainting these beautiful spirits, you know, so we have to be careful, you know. But what I have seen of millennials is that a lot of us is not beating our kids. Like, a lot of us is trying to be good parents. We might be broken, sad, and depressed, but we try, we give our kids a deep perspective. So, okay, y'all, I'm feeling a lot better because now when I actually sit here and be looking at it, you know, things might just get better. I'm starting to see how things could get better. Woo, child. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I'm feeling so much better because, child, sometimes when I look at people like my age and the state of the world and people older than me, it's like, We doom. We doom. Oh my gosh. We not gonna make it. But then I would see these little kids and be like, it's something special about y'all. But sometimes their parents be extra toxic, but it's giving them character. You know, it's alright. It's alright. I see that it's still hope. Surely is. Alright, y'all. Stay blessed.